Players in a spotlight game. So fancy when I'm in the spotlight. I'm sitting in my privacy. A craving that is knocking you out. Just recognition from my life. They got hunger when I'm not holding you tight. Feeling your eyes and you love it. Cause the distance feeds your limit, alright. Feeling your eyes and you love it. It's sick and difficult. But we're not ashamed. Pretty damn mutual. We're not sentimental. No sentiments, no.
And here we are right here. Testing.
You don't wanna feel my skin. You don't wanna feel my skin. You just wanna dream of sin. Sickness floating in our veins. Players in a spotlight game. So fancy when I'm in the spotlight. I'm sitting in my privacy. A craving that is knocking you out. Just recognition from my life. They got hunger when I'm not holding you tight. Feeling your eyes and you love it. Cause the distance feeds your limit, alright. Feeling your eyes and you love it.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hater plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding dotted line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win in my I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't. It can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go. I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot. In the yellow bucket with the mop.
One quick little mic test here before I get started. Trying to introduce the camera again tonight.
With the old well, need 100 milli on the low scale. On my worst night, on the best. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush.
All right, a word of warning. For those of you who have not seen me, I do have a face filter. It's a kind of freaky face filter. It's a face filter of a voodoo doll. It's got glowing eyes and it looks kind of spooky. It looks kind of creepy, I'll admit. But then I don't know, something kind of cool and mysterious about it I like. So that's what we're rolling with. Do not be, don't freak out, people. This is really a crypto channel. I swear. It don't look like it. I swear. We get to the charts. As soon as I can find the buttons. Still always looking for those buttons. Here we go. Oh, that's not the right button. Dang it, brother. And welcome to Late Night Crypto Charts with a Road Dog. My name is Lane. I am your host tonight, and your host almost every night when I'm here and stay up this late, which is usually no problem. Being the night owl that I am. Who do we have in the chat tonight so far? We got Strega, my man. Strega's an early bird. He's here all the time, man. I had to give him a wrench. He's just awesome. Strega. Antonio, hey, welcome to the show, man. Glad to have you here. For anyone tuning in now or later, we just kind of check out the market, see what's going on. But tonight is Sunday night, and as usual, as YouTubers, we like to take a look at the weekly close on the candles, because as a trader, we need to, kind of know what's going on. Taking a look just quickly at the week, a sea of red in the top 100 crypto market cap is just a bloodbath. Everything is down like crazy. Totally crazy. Even on the monthly, it looks terrible. Now take notice of the ones that are shining here on the monthly. We have Rune and Caspa, XDC, and believe it or not, H-Bar. Starting to get more and more attention now, it seems. Mr. H-Bar. Looking at the year, it hit a high so far, 9 cents, currently sitting at, what are we, 6 cents? Hit a low 3.8, so it's already done a 2x right there. If you had been looking for it, if you had caught it, another one that's kind of a little bit hot on the monthly is Shiba, which has dropped from this lovely 111, whatever fractions of a penny that is, all the way down to where it is now at a bunch of zeros and 835. Shiba. Doesn't seem that easy to be a Shiba millionaire right now, does it? Some of the things on the day that are popping, SNX at $2.15. Now that looks high because it jumped up from this 214. This graph makes it look terrible. But in reality, when you take a look at this little guy, it's fair zone. Would like to see him get down sub $2 and stack up on that little baby. Tau. Ooh. She got hit. This one hit $92 not very long ago. I would tell you the date, but I don't see it on here. It's July 24th now that I see it. My eyes are open. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. He can see the date in the corner of the screen. Currently, Tau is down about $63. These are some great, opportunity prices. They may get better. Who knows? Hey, this market be crazy. But relatively speaking, this is a pretty decent place to start, looking at Tau. A lot Tau. Antonio says, cool graphics, man. I appreciate that. Just kind of throw things up and mess around with them. And right now, wow, I've not used the camera in a while. So, man, I got to move some things around here, don't I? How can I do this? Will everything fit in here? That should, right? Something like that. Jeez, I just don't know, man. I need to get on the regular chart. Let's get over here and see how this looks out. So, if we do, I'm fiddling. I apologize. It seems like I'm doing this a lot lately, and I do apologize for that. Fiddling with the stuff that should be done before ahead time. I lost. There we go, chat. Now it's behind me. That's not good. That might work. Maybe. All right, so if you're freaking out on my chart, wondering whatever it is, or maybe you just don't really care at this point, seems I'm always on the 1 minute, and I don't want to give the wrong impression. Since today is Sunday, first thing we need to do is take a look at Bitcoin, and then we can move on to the altcoins, which are, yeah. Oh, that sea of red there. But we may need to, it may be time, reassess this market, figure out, hey, where we might be headed, what might be going on, and kind of formulate a game plan, because clearly she broke structure, man. Bitcoin broke structure. She got out of line. Got out of line, man. And I'm sorry, there's no coming back from that. I mean, there could be, but there's not really. I mean, you put a hole in the wall, man. So here we are on the weekly, and let me go over here to this. Let's try Binance. That's what the chart I'm going to show you later, right there. BTC, US dollar. Well, Coinbase has good liquidity. Let's go. Well, yeah, and that's exactly what we are. All right, is that the one we're using? Okay, cool. Yay. So I'm going to turn on regular candles and the other and my Hikanashi candles. But the weekly close. This was our weekly candle. Huge, humongous. Just now, if you caught some shorts there and there, it was more interesting. Okay, yeah, that was kind of cool. Didn't pay off big, huge or anything, because I'm not to the point where I play high leverage, crazy leverage with large amounts. I'm still. Nah, I was doing some crazy things though. Still am. But nice big candle. Due to the downside, did not like that. Pushed us way back. Here's the things to note on the weekly candle. This was our low back in June. According to this chart, 24,718 thereabouts. This low that we got this week confirmed 25,257. As it stands, it is extremely bearish to have broken this trend line. This was the line in the sand. This is it, baby. I mean, break this. This changes the whole game. Changes the whole game. This trajectory is lost. It is over. No más. No más, señor. No más. Lo siento, pero no más. We are now below the 200 moving average on the weekly. That is this yellow line coming right here. No bueno, senor, no bueno. Not really at all. We don't like that. No. We want to always be above a 200 moving average. I think even on the daily, we lost it on the daily. Not good, people. Not good. So makes me officially bearish when we're below the 200. Just get that out there. Now we got a candle close and open below the 200. Excuse me, just a second. I'm sticking on my bear ears today, because that's how I got to look at this market now and play this market as a bear. And I got the cutest fake bear ears around. Okay, so when I flip this chat box over here on this, on my laptop, this doesn't work. You can't see it when I do it. But on here, you guys can see it. Interesting. Got to work on that. So terrible weekly close, but here's the good news. It's a higher high. So officially, we haven't reversed trend yet. We can still make a higher high. We've still done everything necessary to have a trend going, but this is an obvious sign that it is tired out, losing steam, and not particularly great. Moving averages are starting to take a toll, but they haven't crossed yet. So that's another not yet bearish thing. I can put it that way. We're still in bullish territory. Believe it or not, as crazy as this seems, there may be some kind of Hail Mary that Bitcoin can pull off. However, the scenario that I have for Bitcoin, and a lot of people may have figured this out by now, or I don't know, eventually, is this guy right here. So if you remember, when we were scared to death, things were coming down 17,000 all the way down to 15,000, everything. We ended up making this very wonky. It is wonky. I will give you this. But inverted head and shoulders with this gimpy right shoulder right here. This really small right shoulder. Very oblongy looking head, but it qualifies with the solid neckline. And we got the results from that. We got the measured move from this. Go from that neckline down to here, take it and put it up there. And you can see we came up into these areas right here, right? I know the measurement is not perfect. They are generalizations, and we are on weekly chart. But that was the pattern. We broke out. So we made this whole area right here a very, very important support resistance area. We flipped it, and now we're retesting that. And so quite possibly, since we've broken market structure, which is this white trend line, this one right here, blow it up there real nice and pretty for you. We broke that. Well, this great move that we were watching go up, and remember, it had some nice moves to the downside. We thought the world was ending every time it came back to retest this trend line, every time. But now it broke through. So to the best of my predictive ability to speculate, what often happens when we're starting to trend trains, we do get a topping pattern, and we may be seeing a head and shoulders pattern form. And the reason why this is cool is that it gives us a little breathing room, because we will get a move up if this plays out. Also, breaking this trend line, we should get a retest of either the breakout area, the line where it crossed over about 28,000, or it just ride up to where this trend line is. So typically looking about a 618 area right there, about right here, about 20, maybe could get as high as 29, but we're looking about 27.6, maybe a little bit over 28. Maybe if we get on a tear, as high as 29,000. So we got some upside coming, which should help us with our altcoins. Hopefully, will give us a little boost in altcoins. That would be welcome, right? Because the altcoin charts are starting to look a little interesting. But we could get a rise out of Bitcoin because there's some hidden bullish divergence here. If I pull up my indicators, and I did this chart on 3 days, so I should probably look at it on there instead of the weekly. We can still do that. But on the 3-day, where you at? All right, this bottom here and coming down, and this bottom is not yet confirmed, but is definitely on a downward trajectory. Can you agree? Can we agree? Can we agree? Yeah. I agree with you, old dog. I heard you. All right. So at least one other person or imitated person agrees with me that is how that's working, right? The two peaks were going down. However, so far, and I got to see this candle close to confirm this, and we still have 1 day and 21 hours. I guess there's a lot of room, but at the moment, though, we're angling up just a little bit. Now, if we hold these areas, we've got a little bit of hidden divergence, and that's not a whole lot. I will give you that. But anyway, the hidden divergence just means that at a level of support, it is likely to get a reversal. Not guaranteed, but a higher probability than not to get a reversal, just to go back, not a trend change, just to continue whatever pattern that we're in or whatever channel that we happen to be in. So that's what I'm looking for to possibly happen. And it's possible that we may come back down to 25,000 again and retouch that. What gets sticked often gets, hey, I said that wrong. What gets wicked often gets candlestick, as the saying goes. My bear ears are falling off. Get them bear ears up. It's the magic invisible cup. Semi-transparent. So we had that nasty wick down to around 25,000. Various from exchange to exchange, right? Now we'll say this: on the daily, we get the famous green dot on market side. What say ye on the daily for the RSI? See all this red? I really like this when they put this on here. RSI is at a freaking low of 15, got all the way down to 13, 14. Do you remember the last time it was down here? Do you? Because that was right over here. Right here. June of last year, right? Let's check out and see what was going on right there. Oh my gosh. Jenny, will you skate with me? Jenny? I don't know how this song got on there, but every time I hear it, I just think of 14-year-olds. Well, when I was 14 and skating and the skating ring. It sounds like one of those songs, man, with a little disco ball. Probably why I got a disco. I'm reliving my childhood with this channel. Is that what's going on? Jenny. Okay. I digress a lot. So get used to it because it happens a lot. I try to control it. They tried medication, but it just doesn't happen. Crypto Chester, hey, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see you here. Crypto Chester, also a YouTuber, and I'm not sure. Are you streaming now? But check him out, guys. Very cool things. Now, if you like day trading and geared toward that and setups, he's usually a very good source to go check out. So, Crypto Chester, man, glad you're here. So, back to Bitcoin, because I digress a lot, as I was saying. Lucky I remembered what I was saying sometimes. So, this guy right here, let's just check him out real quick. Since we're doing our weekly kind of analysis just real quick, and that's what I'm doing wrong, isn't it? Lost my bear ears. Okay. Bat ears a saw. Let's get serious now. Dude said serious. Yes. So Alt V is what I'm looking for, right? To get this line that I can't seem to draw. Oh wow, there it goes. It's like magic. Oh my gosh, are we still at the skating ring with this song, dude? Sorry. I can't deal with it anymore. I just can't. Okay, so where'd everybody go? Oh, they got tired of you messing around. So these were some juicy areas where we saw that before. Bottom areas, definitely looked like it. Thought it was at the time. Ooh, 28,000. I remember those days. And then that big surprise. Woo, and then we came down here, 17. Oh man. Would like to say I called it, but I didn't. Was that? Oh, that's 22. So I stopped thinking back in November. When all the shit in the fan. Jesus. We haven't seen these levels of red down to 15 and 13 there, but that was definitely toward the bottom in area right here, 16,000 when we got the second one. The first one, we thought it was a bottom. Then we were surprised. I was actually thinking, So, what I'm saying, we're in the freaking bottom area right now. Halfway up the chart, we're at kind of that bottom territory. We got to get some relief, man. We pulled the rubber band too tight. We got to snap back, man. This thing just going to freak out, dude. It's going to yank us back up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. The question is, how much further down can we go before it yanks us back? And that's what I'm watching. So, quick recap. Weekly totally sucks, man. It sucks with that big candle. I'm just going to be honest with you. It just sucks. No way around it. Just big old candle suck. Arrgh. And I can't find my original chart. Was that you? Yeah, that works. Horrible, terrible. The good news about it is, hey, man, it bottomed everything out. It leveled everything out a little bit, cleaned out a bunch of shorts with the longs. The shorts were having a heyday. Cleared the market out a little bit, and now, you know, we came down and made a higher low. And so far, it may stick. It may stick with the indicators being so bottomed out. That's what I'm looking for. And possibly getting a head and shoulders. Now, what we need to do before we get, should that scenario play out, and something's going to play out, either we're going to go up, get a relief, and then come down, or we're just going to keep coming down. Either way, down is in the picture for the next few months. Can we get an agreement on that? The only option to down over the next few months is if something just bullshit crazy happens and we ride the bottom of this trend line somehow. Don't see it happening, and then we're you know, in trouble. You know, have a possibility of getting a double top. It's gonna be a double top here, but an actual double top. And no, we were mostly down. So considering that, my plan is. This is where we start getting into total 3. Take a look at the altcoins. We got to make plans what we're going to do with our bags, man. We're going to ride this down. You want to ride this? Altcoin sell off. You want to ride that? I don't like that. But I also don't like selling at bottoms. So I am looking for the possibility. I was hopefully thinking that this would confirm an inverted head and shoulders. Kind of giving up on that right now. It could still do it, Ted. Yeah, it could. It could do it. It could. And donkeys can also fly out my butt sometime, but they don't always do it. More of a chance for this one to do that than donkeys fly out my butt, but still trying to make a point, man. It's, I don't know. It ain't looking too strong right now. Can we agree? Can I get an amen? Amen. Oh God, you need to take care of that laryngitis. And now my face is off on another face. Whose face is this? Goodness gracious. Also got Uncle Morty right here. If you'd rather see Uncle Morty, or this guy, this is really me. Oh. We're just having fun here. But seriously, Ricky. Bay Frankenstein if you want. All right, so quit running around there. Sorry about that. You lost your mic. I lose my mic. Get me paranoid about things like that. All right. So, man, quit hitting buttons, dude. All right, so on the daily total 3 here, and we've taken a big hit. We broke back into a pattern, which is normally good. Now, a lot of times how this usually plays out is that it turns very bullish for us, and it can push us to the top of the patterns. And quite often, once you get a bull trap, sometimes you'll see them just kind of spurt out of the other side. So it's like it's a great act, you know, a cool move. But is it going to be? Ooh, I hope so. I hope we get some kind of move out of altcoins and we start coming up a little bit. But waiting for this to confirm, with the way the shift in the market with Bitcoin, get me, I'm just going to have to be able to play this a little bit more cautiously. Sure, this could still play out and we could get ready for this hellacious altcoin season if we get a breakout of this. Just as easy if we could get rejected up there and still come down. So I want to be cautious. I want to preserve my capital as much as I can. So I am thinking about taking a portion of my altcoins if we do get a bump up. Maybe somewhere, maybe 10%, 15%, still trying to decide that, because I want to free up some dry powder for a further drop down, should that be coming over, say, the next 2 to 3 months. So that's currently what I'm looking at doing right now. So we should get a little lift up in the altcoins. The only downside that I can tell you is that we did have this juicy little green dot here on total 3 on the monthly. Well, it disappeared now. That's gone. That's bye-bye. So yay. Thank you for teasing me, getting me all hyped up, and then pulling the rug out from under me. BMC Market Cipher, aka the free version, which is awesome. So we don't have that anymore, so it doesn't quite look as bullish as it possibly would. Remember, we were saying we will have a couple of weeks where it will get kind of crazy and down for altcoins. They'll be suffering, but then there should be a turnaround because of the influence we were seeing in the monthly. Well, that influence is gone. Thank you very much. To add to that, now on the 2 week, it gave us a little red dot there. It got money flow just going down. And stochastics still have a way to continue down. And that's kind of a little bit of a concern for me. Because with stochastics on the 2 week chart, with that much room to come down and bottom out and possibly, look at it. Look what it did over here. When it finally got down there, look how long it stayed. That's a long time. We're gonna do something like that. Do I want to ride through all of that? And the answer I keep getting is pretty much sounds like, hell no, I don't want to do that. You want to do that? So I want to trim my bags, I guess. So I'll be waiting some out, cutting some losers, slaughtering the weak ones, because they're a disappointment. But I will say this, okay? So we're talking about the possibility of some more downside out of Bitcoin and everything. So, wow. But also, we're talking about getting a relief rally, all right? So it may sound a little bit confusing for some people. There is a possibility we can continue on these lower time frames. 4 hours not looking very happy at all with Bitcoin. 4 hours looking kind of like yo, hey, come over here, watch this, watch it. What do I do with these guys, man? What? Yeah, I'm gonna go up. I see it up there. What am I gonna do on them, y'all? What am I gonna do on these jokers, y'all? I'm gonna slam it down on them. Whoa! It could do that. Now I've been looking. We were looking on the smaller time frames, a very smaller time frame. The idea it did on I think the 1 hour. It had an inverted Adam and Eve there that we were looking at possibly playing out. Had to measure move. We're not getting anywhere close to it. We're going sideways, right? A lot of times you can see a bounce to the upside from this. There's a possibility for doing that. But I got to watch it closely. Just to be honest with you, it's kind of 50-50 right now at the moment. With these indicators on the higher time frames, getting a little bit tired out. So as long as the stochastics, and they are bottomed out on just about every time frame. And if you look closely at most of the time frames, things are kind of going sideways, lulling. Now the histogram on the 12-hour here is starting to go up. Man, we just there's nothing there yet showing us we're quite ready to go. 6 hours got a bullish push up. So that's helpful for maybe getting a bit of a push up But I'm also seeing a possibility this map probably maybe coming back down a little bit, retesting these areas about 25.8 as a possibility before actually getting that push up for that bearish retest. Maybe. It is technically in a bearish pattern at the very moment. This is a rising wedge, which typically break to the downside. Thomas Bukowski has them breaking to the downside. Oh, really? Actually, this one's 60% of the time. Not only do you have a falling wedge, you can also look at it as a falling channel, which is really price travels in channels, and then we kind of divvy them up in between with all these cool little patterns and trend lines, right? So there's different ways that we can look at that, but basically just drawing the trend lines from the candle bodies to works the best for me, especially for Fibonacci. And I've got these big fat ass trend lines right here to draw. Right now, we are currently in a sideways channel, right? For the last many hours, several days. Making these little toppy looking patterns and stuff, just playing this whole range basically. Right here as low as 25.9, but mostly around 26.2. Just a $200 move. It's been horrible. I actually caught a short from these juicy areas up here all the way down, and I thought, all right, payday. Man, that was excruciating watching and waiting for that to happen. And then I'm like, oh, that's the payday for that? Even on 100X? Really? That's not much of a move there. It's just disappointing. I mean, you've got 0.5%. 0.5%. Very lackluster. But this pattern here has a chance to break to the downside. It's already been flirting with all these wicks, and now we got a candle body below that trend line. Now, true, we can extend it out to the wicks just to finesse it and get the parameters of that. And we are flirting with breaking that little baby. I'm just telling you, this one's an outlier right there. That's the one punching the hole in the wall the first time, if you ask my personal opinion. So many of these line up. The saving grace that I would say is money flow is starting to come up. I want to take a look at it on the 4 hour. It's kind of leveling out there with high stochastics. So we got the pedal to the metal right now with the stochastics, right? That's what we're doing. We're just putting the gas to we're putting the pedal to the floorboard. Don't know that it's getting a whole lot of gas. That motor's turning, and this is as fast as we're going. It's not getting as much. So it's going to wind down, and those stochastics are going to have to reset. And this is as high as we've gotten so far. Oh, are you going to take us down? That's the kind of thing that I'm kind of looking at the moment. So 4 hours losing steam, 1 hour is losing steam. Although money flow is coming up, and that's a good sign. That may work to our advantage. It may just end up being just this big ass range right here. Maybe going through a little bit of an accumulation. Some people like to buy this at these juicy prices, right? Maybe keep it down here for a little while and accumulate. Maybe. There was the Adam and Eve formation I was looking at there. Still could break up there. It just has not confirmed by breaking out above the neckline. So until it does, it's not. It is just a possible. All right, let me back up just a little bit. I got lost in here. People in my chat. Crystal balls. Alice Frost, hey, welcome to the channel, Alice. Glad to see you. Glad you were here. We just kind of sit back, look at. Normally we're looking at a lot of altcoins, but right now, got to kind of figure out what this market's doing and make some good decisions in altcoins. What am I looking at? Eagle Inu with E901. Alice says they will promote it for 100 days and then they will list index tools and CMC. So, Eagle in you. Alice, this is not a rug pull, is it? Lots of these meme coins seem to eventually end up to be rug pulls. Or dead coins. Let's see. We've been looking at, what's this, Floki Safe Moon? Are you still doing it? Oh, I'll just mess Floki Safe Moon up. Look what you did, man. Hey, Road Dog, thought you knew how to get yourself around these charts, man. Dude. Oh, look, you took a tank. You took a nose dive, Floki Safe Moon. You finally did it. Woo. You're starting to get back in that little flirty vibe zone I'm looking at. I digressed. I'm so sorry, Alice. I do that. A lot. It was Eagle in you. Another meme coin that may change the world. I see. Oh, is this it? You said it's, what was it? Oh, crocky, man. Where did the chat go? E901. And are we on Ethereum? I think I'm getting all of them right here. Now there's one, but that's not the same address. I don't see anything with a 901. Where did we go? Hello, please index tools. Contract that is not a full contract there. Copy and paste. I have nothing to copy and paste. Unless it is on CoinGecko. Eagle in you. It's a B&B. Is it a B&B contract? B&B. Put a little eagle in you. Me no sees it with that contract. There are several eagle in you coins out there. So unfortunately, not much I can do with that at the moment. If you can give me some more information, we might try later on or in another stream. If you come back, I'm not even sure that you're here. Oh, wait, we scroll down. There are people. Oh, Flokitoshi. Hey, Flokitoshi. Wow, I'm kind of missed most of the chat here. My apologies. Alice, okay, copy the contract. I see you. Well, you got a partial contract though. Hey, if I copy that, and I paste that, it doesn't give me anything. Give me a B. How did I get a B? So we'll do it again. All right. Copy. And that's what I get. So all those dots mean there's numbers missing, and it's just not showing. So I can't copy that. I need the full actual contract, the actual full number. But we can, we took just a brief look at Floki Safe Moon there. I've had it pulled up here for a while. I've got a tiny moon bag in it. It did shrink because Floki's went down even more. But where'd he go? Loki Tatoshi is here. So he came on the channel, I don't know, it's been about a month ago, I guess. A while back, yeah, back when all this stuff was going on. Yeah, we've been charting it since then. And I got into it somewhere through here, moonbagged it up here, because I'm looking at this as being a fun one to trade. I don't know if this will give me, this doesn't give me the percents here, does it? For some reason on this it doesn't. But you got a nice, I think it's 1 to 200% return area here to play with if you want to play this range. And so why not? You can moonbag it. Why not? And it's getting down into these juicy little buy zones now. So I'm looking at these levels. When we start getting around with all these, man, I'm skipping the zeros and I'm just going with numbers. I'm looking at the bottom that he hit before was 27.27. Could it do it again? No, maybe somewhere there about 2800, somewhere through there. Another area I'm looking at is right about 3,200. So we are still under the 9 moving average here, coming down, and we could continue on down to these areas. That's the one that I've got that I'm looking at. We get down here, I may dip another toe in the water here and throw another little moon bag. So my personal opinion right down here is idea area. Starting to get to, we just lost this area, and this is a Fibonacci retracement, 2.7. And they're pretty accurate to hit, so that's what I'm looking at. Nice little guy right here. That's my buy zone right there. I guess I'll pull it down lower. That's at let's just say 3,200. Good area. Now, if it does take an upturn, it's got to get past 4,200. So if my idea doesn't play out, it says, "Oh, screw you, road dog, I'm going up without you." Well, the safe place to buy in would be once it clears and retests 4,200. Once it does that, gets back above there, it is broke back into its zone, retested that for support, and then we'll continue up, and that's your safest buy. The degen like me though wants to wait for it to hit down here and buy it on the low. And that's all I got to say about Floki Safe Moon. Floki Safe Moon, Shiva Safe Moon, Mars Safe Moon, Gumbo Shrimp, Popcorn Shrimp. All right, checking back with the chat here. Okay, you see one on BNB chain. See, I put the, here we go. Okay, now we got a contract. Floki 2.0. That's where I'm at right now. I never could figure out how to get out of this screen, man. I'm just going to have to close this. Escape doesn't work. Let me out. Reset chart view. Dude. Okay. Well, I guess we have to stick over here. All right, Loki. Let's duplicate you. Close that other one. And paste this address in. Eagle in you. I feel like everything wants to be in me. Why is it? Everything's in me. I should go with Rex. You have Cornish Rex. So, okay, so here it is. Very brand new. So we got 8 zeros after the decimal, and then 2367 where we started off, or wick down to, rather. Currently price is sitting at 35.76, falling wedge at the moment. You can see that there's really not enough information here to go by, just to be honest with you. It is that dang new. And there we go. That's what I'm looking for. The screen that I can never get out of. So, oh, that's why. I'm trying to go to the 1 hour here. Just not much, just nothing there to go by. Don't get anything showing up on the indicators. All I can tell you is falling wedge, and it's coming down until it finds support. And all we got is a candlestick up. So technically, that could be down to the end of that wick there. So let's narrow you down a little bit more. Oh, 15-minute looks even worse. So very low liquidity here, and you can tell that by the flat lines. And you're just flatlining all the way down. So 15 minutes not looking. So since May, this thing, I mean, it went up in May, leveled out 39.40, a little spike, then dumped, leveled out for the longest, just staying still. And now during all this stuff, we took a dump. I mean, the only thing that I can really do for you is Fibonacci. Swing low to swing high. 33.94. According to Dow theory, price will return to the halfway mark, usually. A little bit of a juicier interpretation is that loses that. It can come down to 618, which is where most people kind of target, and where you will. This one will probably come to, if not the 786. But looking for any bounce on any of these levels, and if there's a confirmed bounce, there may be a buy-in if you're interested in accumulating that. If you're trying to accumulate this, I would just layer some buy-ins at those levels all the way down here, down to 2360. So I pulled the fib from this swing low, that's swing high, and right here at the 236.39, that's where the line was. Like magic, that's where it hit. Just a little bit above our 382, just a little bit above. Now let's do some finagling. Can we do something to shorten? Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm adjusting my fibs just a little bit. That's giving me a little bit of information that I can use to my advantage. So I want to narrow them down till I get just a wee bit better fit. I kind of like that at the top, but I'm trimming this one on the bottom to match up just a little bit better. I want to keep the one on the top. So line them up as best I can there. And after doing that, lining those up, I pretty much we kind of tuned our Fibonacci to this. And now we see where we wicked off was at the 5. So these areas are holding very well. So now I feel much more confident about 32. I would add a little bit to it. 32.50 being the next target area. Possibly 29, add a little bit to it. 29.50, somewhere through there. Because I think eventually you're going to see it just kind of slowly work its way down to those areas. And we can look at this. Luckily we're on the 1 hour chart, so this will, shouldn't take too long to play out. But you got your bearish crosshair on the histogram flip bull bearish, and also our averages here, they flip bearishly across. So more downside, I would honestly be looking at this area, probably around 2900 as to where it will probably go, if not to the 886, which they don't have on this Fibonacci. Can we put that on here? Where are you, baby? There we go, 2725. That would be the bargain buy area. And most likely I do predict that it will probably hit those. So if there's a way to short it, you can probably short it. Now, if there's some news coming around, this is all change. This is on the hour. Lots of, this can change quickly. It's just right now, low liquidity. It's just going hours on end, flatlining. And if it keeps doing that, you can expect it to go level by level down. Now some news coming out, something like that, and we can start getting pumped and getting some more information, you know, get some more data to look at. But as it sits, until that happens, just kind of more of the same, just stepping down. And I keep looking for this box, and I keep losing this box. So all I was trying to do is just get this little guy. This is the buy zone. Or someone looking to get in on, in my personal. Eagle in you. Changing the lives of eagles everywhere. Okay, did I get the wrong one? I typed it. We copy that, right? That was the one that gave me, right? Road dog got lost on that one. I guess I got lost. Loki's safe man. Jorger? Loki's safe man. We did that just earlier, and you may have been watching it, and I just didn't check the chat. Okitoshi says that's a good area to accumulate FSM. I think so too. All right, so I think, clear this up with me. Okay, so that obviously was not the right eagle in you. Oh, okay. I was going by this contract, right? Okay, straight up. I thought. Okay, well, else I gotta have a full contract though. How can I do an example of this? Let's see. If I pull up this, I'll lose it. We'll come over here to CoinGecko. And we'll pull up Unibot. So there's the contract, right? Starts out with something that's got the dots and dots, and it's got the ending, right? We copy it. But when I paste it, it's not dot, dot, dot. It's got stuff in it. So I need all that stuff in between there. I need that full contract that ends in, what was it? 901, E901. So until I have that, I can't get the right one. So if you can go wherever you found this address with the dot, 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 click it, copy it, and then I don't know, it should give you the full one when you do that. Making lane dance. It does not allow me to paste the contract completely. No. You can tell me where you're finding it. Is it on a website like Dick's, something where I can search it and find it? Antonio, welcome to the show, man. I posted, but you don't see it. You said Dick Screener, right? Dex Tools. This is Dex. Well, Dex Tools, right? Dex Tools. That's what she says. Eagle in you with a 901, and no, can't see it. If you can give me a full contract and wherever. Then I'll be happy to look at it. Otherwise, I'm just flying blind. Antonio says, could you check out Aster A-Star chart? Called Aster A-Star. Yeah, I like that one actually. I've got a little bag of that. And I'm considering making it a bigger bag of that. So check it out on Binance here on A-Star. So God trade setup, blue lines are measured moves. So that one got hit. We've been looking at this one for a little while. This is the daily chart. Get my things organized here. So it's sitting at 6 cents right now. Great price, man. I mean, it was down at 4, right? So with all this crazy stuff, I mean, it looks like we dipped down to about 4.6, but I think that was well, I guess that was the crazy day. Great place to nab some more of that, but retested this moving averages, the 100 and everything. Right now it's sitting above the 9 moving average on the daily. You can't ask for anything better than that, other than if you ask for it to be above the 200 daily moving average. That's pretty juicy too. That's what you want. Can't ask for anything better than that unless you want the 9 to actually cross that 200 moving average. That's even juicier. So it's sitting in a pretty sweet spot right now, if you ask me. Everything is primed for this one to shoot up more, which sucks feeling like you're buying the tops of these things, but this is the type of top to buy, not the normal ones where you're saying, oh my god, I gotta buy it now. This one's showing signs that yeah, it looks like we confirmed this on the daily already. So it should be up from here on A-Star up to these other juicy targets that I've got. Next one I've got is 6.6 cents. So from its current price, that's about 8% move. Next one's at 7%, it's 15% move. But 8.4 cents. That's kind of like a little bit out there. You may want to take some profits at 7 cents. And then, you know, hang a little behind for just in case we get here. It may take it a while to reach the 8.5 and 9 cent areas. We're kind of moving up and making a rounded formation here. So we'll probably come here, paintbrush, come here. I need you now. Being above the 200 moving average, we'll probably, you know, come up like this and get a neckline formed with this area right here. Get rejected, and you know, it may flag out, make a handle, or you know, we get an inverted head and shoulders type pattern or whatever. Or it, you know, it may just come on down here and retest some lower areas. God forbid. But I mean, that can happen. We see some rejection coming in here around 7 cents. So that's a perfect place to take some good profit. However, if we go above that, well, then we're going to be shooting up to these cool areas. So that's what I'm saying. It may take it a while to get here. It may take it a long while to get here. So don't bank just solely on these ones up here. You got to take some profit early right now, especially if the market is turning bearish as it seems to be. It's wise to take profits very early in those situations. So I guess just depending, we'll keep an eye on the market, see what's going on, but we will probably start looking at some more short setups and things like that. Really low leverage, and start diving into maybe some accumulation coins, things to look at. What's hot, what's not, and reevaluating portfolios and such. It's like it's about that time of the market to do that. So, okay, so this kind of lends with this theory, forming this rising wedge here. And so these break down 60% of the time, right? It may not even get up to these juicy high 7.4 areas. It should though. I could foresee that. It may not do it all at once. It may have to. Should get up pretty high on this one though. I could see you getting at 6.6 cents, meeting this target. I think that's a 272 fib, if I'm not mistaken anyway. And from our current price, that's at 2.7. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Well, maybe it says you can get up to 7, possibly. Maybe. This one's actually a 618 of this particular movie here. And we're at the 2.7 there. Hey, she's getting a little bit tired. So, okay, so not to confuse you, but the following wedge is making me think that, well, it may not make it up to some of these higher targets. It may not make it up to make this lip. This area right here. That's the one I'm really looking at getting up. So, with being above the 200 moving average, it's great for upside. So, why are you not drawing, dude? Paintbrush, put the brush on, and then not drawing. Doing that again, right? Sometimes TradingView does this to me, and my little paintbrush will quit working. I don't know why. I have to reload. And go back to A-Star. And I bet I don't even have the same chart, do I? Okay. I just when I was on Binance there. But that had their trade set up. Am I an A-Star? Get with it. It's not you, A-Star. It's TradingView is what it is. So, what I've been trying to say and draw out is, I mean, we're in a good spot. I think we can get more upside up here, but then eventually we're going to fall out of this falling wedge. And so that may bring us back down to retest this 200 moving average, and then we can kind of complete this, you know, head section of this possible inverted head and shoulders or whatever it's forming. We're coming up to this area right here, 7.3 at some time, but it may take it a little bit to get there, being in the formation that it is. Now, the crazy scenario, I don't see this happening as bearish as things have been, but we were seeing it a little bit before everything just went all to hell. You will see rising wedges if they get a breakout to the upside. Well, and then they go parabolic, and then definitely I would be looking at 8.5, 9 cents. A breakout to the upside of that would come rather quick. Oh, we got the contract. Hey, Striga got the contract. See if we can copy that. Okay, there we are. Put a star by it so it'll be easier to find, hopefully. So E901 Eagle to wrap BNB. Just hardly any information on here. Here's a score of 18 or temperature, a gauge of 18, whatever that is. Put out 4 months ago on version 2 of Pancake Swap, looks like. Liquidity is 1.9 thousand. Is that $1,000? It only has like $2,000 in the whole thing. Well, this is just brand spanking new. But to be out since 4 months though, and still just have $2,000 liquidity, is that right? Okay, let's get you up here. There's the magic button. Oh, well, she's up. This is not the time to buy. I'll just tell you that right now. This is the time to sell. So, nobody in my chart class or Telegram group or anything nobody I've taught would buy right now. This would be the big hell no. This is sell time. But hey, that's a good move right there. That's an awesome move. So it does deserve some attention for that. It needs some celebration for that. It needs some recognition for its accomplishments. Hopefully you give a percentage here. Do you tell me percent? Why don't you ever give me the percentage, man? I have to use this guy. That is if I'm reading this right, that is a 1,000. That's a 10x over what we on this past week. This did a 10x already. So definitely sell time. Definitely not buy time. Could be short time. And she wicked up to the 618. This is fascinating, right? Now, the swing high and the swing low right here. It took it a while to play out, but it finally did. And where did it go? 618 got rejected, coming down. So let's call it where it's going to come down to. $1,000, 10x in 1 week. That's awesome. Oh, got to appreciate it. Hey, Antonio. What? I think I got my first fan club member. Welcome, man. And there is not a whole lot going on right there right now, but now that there's somebody there in the fan club, now I am motivated to do some extra stuff over there. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Antonio, let it be known to all the people everywhere. Antonio Oss is the first official Road Dog YouTube member. Antonio, welcome to the fan club. Awesome, man. Cool. Now I know it works. Okay, so back to this guy with that awesome percent. Wow, man, a 10x. That's awesome. So this is new, and you obviously you have to do it on pancake swap, so I don't think you can short over there. But if you could short this sucker, oh man, you make a nice little 10x on the downside. All right, so did I already pull that? I did. I'm losing my freaking mind. Okay, so I got my fibs pulled. Where we will see this one come down to, oh, looky here. This is going to be kind of easy. If it is on a strong move, meaning that if this coin is going to continue its trajectory upward and not just come down here and bottom out. It has already retested the halfway mark. Okay. By Dow theory, that's what it should do. It should at least come back down there. Is it through coming back down though? I mean, it just wicked off of there. Could be. Usually if it's on a really, really strong uptrend, you will see the 236 hold. It'll just bounce immediately off there and just keep on running. If it lags and flags out a little bit, usually it's the 382. And then it will take off. This one came down to the 50. I think you can kind of come down a little bit more. Now, as we get more data here, we come down to a smaller time frame. We'll see if we broke trend line. So 1 hour should be, jeez. Hey man, what happened here? What'd you do, baby? Is this you again? So I figured out how to get off. I haven't figured it out, but somehow I magically got off of that. Oh, we got a scallop and a bounce up, and the bounce up's interesting. I find that interesting. Is it a retest? I believe she's going to be doing a retest. Okay, so you broke trend line here on the scallop to the downside. The interesting thing about this is that this one does have a chance to actually come back up. So sometimes you get these trend breaks, you know, and they just start coming down, right? And it's pretty much over. And then sometimes you get these trend breaks. Come on, pin drop for me, baby. And they come up to the same area and then they drop, right? And sometimes they just ride that line up for a little ways. This one may be getting ready to do the latter. So it's bearish overall, but not immediately bearish, if that makes sense. It's a delayed bearish thing. But it's holding this area right here at 6,600 to BNB. No, this is to US. This is on Dextool. This is to US dollars. What it says. So anyway, all those zeros in at 6640. I had a few more indicators on here. I feel a little better about this. That's going down. Okay, I'm not seeing. RSI is not showing anything whatsoever. RSI is just a blank. So going pretty much by just good old fashioned price action right here. Clean this off so I can get a better gander. So there is a chance, well, Bollinger Bands are given to the limit right here at 72.55 that it may double top. Usually when we break trend structure, I mean, that move is usually over. In this case, it may actually come back up to these levels, 77.47. But I'd be looking for more of a rejection. We're starting to get a downturn on our MACD as well. But it's not unheard of for it to get at least one more bump up. May just take a dive here, but it is seem to be flagging out here on the 4 hour, suggesting that it may be wanting to try to do something soon. Dex Tools is not the easiest for me to work with at the moment. All right, so here on the 1 hour, is that a flag or are you getting ready to lose a moving average there? This is a 20 moving average that's in the middle of the Bollinger Band. And you are below it. Trying to regain it. Regaining that, highly unlikely though, if this is a Bollinger Band. May very well lose this little guy. It's on the indecision doji. If we lose that, then we're dropping down. Probably something that looks kind of like a Bart Simpson, maybe something like this. And I would be looking for some just slow and sideways down action. But generally, you already had to run up. It's going to consolidate. It's going to sell off. People are going to take profits and consolidate. The one bullish thing that I would give you an idea that may give us that bump up here that I was talking about earlier, I mentioned earlier, scalloping, how this is rounding at the top here. Man, I just can't get a good decline on this thing for some reason. Can we change this and keep it that way? All right. So this rounding top right here, they usually come down about a point to this halfway mark and then go up. So that might be enough to give it one more leg up, right around to this 95, 96, 99 area. 9,600, somewhere right through there, 95, 9,600 area, maybe, if we do get a spike up. But I would be looking at taking profit somewhere in there for sure, because down from there, more than likely. So let's turn our Bollinger Bands off. How do you do? Dude. So I've got my moving averages out here. Moving averages, those give me a lot of information. So let's check them out. So this clears up a lot of things for me right here, the moving averages. Currently right now, they're very bullish on the 1 hour. So that's also given us for this higher move right here. So I like that. Let me check it on the larger time frames. Let's get rid of all this squibbly goop. The 4 hours having some trouble though. The 4 hours starting to look just a little bit bearish on their moving averages. We already had a cross of the 9 over the 20 over the 21. Cross bearishly. Price is still above both of them though, so that's a little bit bullish. Wow, that's kind of odd. Looking at a few things here on the 12 hour, it's still above the 9 on the 12 hour. Right now it's still looking bullish to me. I'm just going to put that out there with this extra information. Now that I got my moving averages up and got a few more tools to work with, we're speculating that we could get a move up here. Now I'm definitely moving mostly toward that. It's going to struggle a little bit, but it'll get there. The 21 is giving some problems. 21 moving average is giving a little heyday. On the 2 hour, everything's acting right on the 1 hour. 1 hour looks good. So if it were to fall, it would fall down to about 61.49, and we should get possibly a good chance to get a bounce there. But as it stands, it looks like we are coming up to that area. So we've got that. Let's get a 272 Fibonacci and just get another target there. See if we got any confluence. And that's what we got. Okay, so this target right here is about 272, 96, 98, 9700. That's going to be your take top profit zone. Maybe you could get another stretch up to 1071 in that area as price comes up here. It may have enough to boost up there, possible. So you may leave a little bit of extra up here to take just in case, or take it all here. And if it gets rejected here, then you can always exit. But that's where I would be looking at getting out of this trade, unless you want to ride a bunch of, down, which is never fun and never healthy for your portfolio. I don't recommend it. So short-term indicators are saying, yeah, it's getting ready for something. It's got a good chance to actually come up a little bit. What percentage would that be? If we have the proper tools, I could tell you a lot easier. Proper tools. Long position, okay. So if we were to go from there to there, that's 44% return. That's nothing to sneeze at. You could put a very tight stop loss. Well, yeah, I guess you couldn't if you're trading this on pancake swap or something. If I were normally trading, typically you would put stop loss under the 21. Me, I would put it really tight because you're either going to do this move or you're not. And if you're not, you got something else planned, and I'd rather just get stopped out early. So something like this, that's the flag. It needs to be above that 9. It's been below it. Should be above it. If it goes back below it, we're coming down. So tight stop loss. And that could give you a 15. With that crazy stop loss at 2% or 3%, give you about a 15.5 risk reward ratio. Get that target. If it does. All right. And that's what I got for it. Alice says, we're doing a challenge. Hold 100 days. Okay, hold 100 days in Eagle. Okay, so hold so the price will go up and nobody will sell out yet. I think somebody's cheating. Looks like somebody sold a little bit. Today's the 5th day. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Add to favors, I'll stop by from time to time and ask for your buys. Oh, well, welcome you for coming by then. Glad to have you here. All right, guys, the time is now 12:25. Went about 25 minutes over, but hey, no problems. I enjoy this. But overall, tomorrow starts Monday. Usually Mondays are just kind of, well, they're an experience, are they? Usually to the downside a lot of times. So see some volatility tomorrow in the markets. Don't be surprised. Maybe kind of crazy. I'm going to take one quick look at Bitcoin again because she's falling. Are you continuing to fall? So it'll be interesting when the markets open tomorrow, whether they're going to push prices up or push prices down, because the market makers are going to have their say so. We know Wall Street's got their hand in on this, wanting to get these juicy prices on Bitcoin and get things set up, because we're leaning toward those ETFs and all that stuff coming out. So, I mean, BlackRock coming onto the scene has changed the game, and expect some sleazy stuff to go on a little bit. But overall, I mean, there's a good chance this can go to the upside, but it can also go to the downside. It's a bearish pattern. This could be a bear flag too. So not to be all hopium. Again, just to go over my thesis real quick on Bitcoin, what I think may happen tomorrow, especially, we may get that bump up for that bearish retest, and then I do see things coming down, but they may pump us up around 28,000. And it may be might catch a nice few moves there, a nice few trades, be able to make a few adjustments in your portfolio and things. But then when we come down, it may be harsher. Or the other scenario is, and you're going to think that the one I just said was a lot nicer. The other one is that we just, this is a bear flag and then we take. And if it is a bear flag, we've got a measured move, and let's go ahead and rip the band-aid off of that. I won't go down to the wick. I'll just come down here and be a little conservative. That conservative measure move brings us down at 21,800, 21,900. If I take it all the way down to that wick, oh, then we got a target of 21,354. So those two areas are what we're looking at. If this is a bear flag playing to the downside, no bueno, don't like it. Bearish retest, I think is much more likely where we are. So keep our eyes out for that. And guys, I appreciate you for being here. If you can, before you leave, just do Elvis a little favor here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
And we will see you on the next one. We'll be here tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. Catch it live or catch it later. Just catch it, baby. But trade carefully tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody. God bless you. Have a safe night and be grateful for all the blessings in your life. And that button didn't work again.
Come on.
Oh, look, you can hit the right button after all. I'm so proud of you, Road Dog. You want a sticker? I got a shiny little blue star. Put it right there on your collar.
I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wife know you're begging for my notice?